Hey guys, welcome to the channel and another video. Today I'm going to be watching Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me by J. Roach, starring Mike Myers. A couple of weeks ago I watched the first of the trilogy, The International Man of Mystery, which was hilarious. The Austin Powers movies, for me, they're kind of like the Rocky films that I reviewed on the channel. I don't know which ones I've watched, almost 15 years ago now. They're all kind of jumbled inside my head, if that makes any sense. Last time around, we got to see a parody of Blofeld from the James Bond series in Dr. Evil. Hilariously written skits and Seth Green as Dr. Evil's son, which was just brilliant. However, we didn't get to see Mini-Me. Oh man, I really hope we get to see him in this one. In terms of plot though, I don't know what to expect. Hopefully more of the same. Austin being Austin, more of the 60s. More great catchphrases and one-liners like Shagadelic baby. Oh, and one final thing. I'm watching the Austin Powers movies now because I recently got done reviewing the entire official Bond franchise on the channel. It was amazing. I'm also going to be doing the unofficial film starting with Never Say Never Again in a week or two, hopefully. I highly recommend you check all my reviews out. If you have the time, I'll leave a link up there somewhere. But before we get into it, to help support the channel, I have a Patreon page for full-length reviews and reactions to this movie and over 220 movies, 2 TV shows, early access, and weekly posts for what to watch next. You'll need your own copy to watch along. The link's in the description below. Please consider being a patron. Please subscribe to the channel. Click that bell icon for instant notifications. Do check out my other videos. Like if you like this video, dislike it if you didn't. With all that being said, let's get started. Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me, Roach, Myers. Let's go.
Evil is his one and only.
Looks like we get an original song for this one.
Austin Powers, International Man of Mystery, was frozen in 1967
Star Wars style intro.
and settled down with his new wife Vanessa.
Right, Vanessa. Dr. Evil's somewhere in space.
What the? Oh my gentle Jesus.
They brought it back. And we get some CGI too. Nice. An egg out of the butt. And Dr. Evil's back, baby.
Oh, yes! Yes!
Where we last left Austin. With Vanessa.
Why don't we shag?
Again?
Sure, baby. We're only up to chapter 11 in the Kama Sutra.
Austin Powers.
I'm gonna get us some more champagne, Jungle Boy. I'm gonna get us some more champagne, Jungle Boy.
What was that?
You must be
Tu imaginación está jugando contigo,
Spanish.
querido.
Looks like she's been replaced. By a fembot. Oh, and the pump. You all remember the pump from the first movie.
Here's your wedding present, Mr. Powers. A kamikaze bride.
Oh, it's being controlled by Dr. Evil.
Dr. Evil.
Was she always a fembot or was she replaced?
Was a fembot all along.
All along. There we go. Austin's giving us the answer.
That means I'm single again. Oh, behave! Yeah!
I love how the character isn't dwelling in the past. He's single again. Of course. Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me. Hey, Rob Lowe. I like Rob Lowe. I love these visual innuendos. They're brilliant. So creative, right? Casino Royale, that's definitely another Bond reference. I can already tell that this one has a much bigger budget than the previous film. Probably because it was super successful. J. Roach.
Okay, let's meet Scott Evil.
Oh man,
Hi, Scott.
Okay, let's bring out Scott's father, Dr. Evil.
he's back. He's back on the Jerry Springer show.
Why'd you run out on me?
because you're not quite evil enough. But it's true. You're quasi-evil.
Was.
You're semi-evil.
Dr. Evil versus the KKK.
Get this jerk out of here.
I'll give you a piece of
The world is mine!
And got the transitions back. I like it.
Well, it turns out that Vanessa was a fembot.
Yes, we knew all along.
And you didn't warn him?
Okay, great.
Austin Powers, I've heard a lot about you. I'm Rebecca Romaine.
Dude, it's Rebecca Romaine. She played Mystique in the X-Men movies.
Ivana Humpala. Excuse me? Ivana Humpala.
Starbucks, the headquarters of Dr. Evil.
While you were frozen, we began a program to clone you.
Cool.
Mini-me! Oh, yeah.
Except 1/8 your size.
I shall call him Mini-Me.
Because you never kill him when you get the chance to and you're a big dope?
No.
Spraying him with water.
Mojo.
Mojo?
Right.
Mojo. I'm going to go back to the 60s and steal Austin Powers' mojo.
Oh, time travel.
Why not just go back and kill Austin Powers when he's sitting on the crapper or something?
No, Scott. Okay?
Why not use your knowledge of the future to play the stock market?
Number 2's always with the financials.
Why make trillions when we could make billions?
A trillion is more than a billion, numbnuts.
Subtitle, zip it.
Was that Japanese?
You're like a child. Talking. If you just.
We're going back to the 60s. Maybe forgot to turn on the machine. Dude, it's Rob Lowe. He's playing younger number 2.
You look so healthy and youthful.
Well, thank you.
And Frau, you look so...
Exactly the same.
Right.
Man, I love these James Bond inspired sets. And they really ratchet up to 11 when it comes to these contraptions. That's not obvious at all, is it? At what point are they overdoing it?
Dr. Evil sent me here to kill you, but I find you so sexy and make love to me, monkey man.
She couldn't kill him.
He weighs a metric ton. His name, Fat Bastard.
That's also Mike Myers, isn't it? Like literally, mojo is a physical thing.
I've got your mojo now, Sonny Jam.
I've lost my mojo.
I love how she looks down as he says it.
Luckily, we too have developed a time travel device to transport you.
A beetle.
How could I have been unthawed in the 90s and traveled back to... Oh no, I've gone cross-eyed.
Don't think about it too much.
Just enjoy yourself.
And that's the director
That
talking.
goes for you all, too.
Yes.
This is brilliant. This set is incredibly colorful. Heather Graham.
My name is Robin Swallows.
Of course your name is
Swallows.
Robin Swallows.
Maiden name Spitz.
Well, which is it, baby? Spits or swallows?
Oh man, I can't believe I'm laughing at these jokes. I can't believe they're actually working.
How do you get into those pants, baby?
You can start by buying me a drink.
I thought he lost his mojo.
Prepare to die, Powers!
Looks like she's not even hurt.
Say goodbye, Powers!
The ball will kill us both, Powers!
She's still alive.
Why won't you die?
Care for a ride?
An American car. Like, with a literal American flag on it.
Shagwell by name, shag very well by reputation.
Oh, behave.
And her name's Shagwell. Dude, Will Ferrell's back! I think his character's name was Mustafa. I think he was killed in the first movie.
Steady now. My name is Mustafa, and I'm the man who will be killing you now.
How, exactly? Oh, Mini-Me!
You're not even looking at me, man. Now you're just being rude. You know what I mean? You're not listening, man.
I mean, they can use this time to kill both of them, but nah. And they're walking away. With the finger.
Hello up there. I seem to have fallen down a cliff.
Oh, they brought back the gag.
A large amount of pain. The bone has gone through the skin.
Sorry.
I'll try the other leg. Oh!
Oh, Christ, I'm getting all emotional from it, you know?
I mean, Mike Myers is a serious chameleon. All three are completely separate characters with their own personalities, accents, everything.
Have a bigger chunks of corn in my crap! I have his mojo.
Oh man, he's drinking the mojo. Oh man, he's instantly suave and all cool. Let's get it! And we cut to a video of a volcano. I love this song. I'm really enjoying the soundtrack of this film. It's all over the place.
You're one groovy baby.
Except he doesn't have his mojo.
Baby. Mr. Burt Bacharach and Mr. Elvis Costello.
Oh dude, that's actually Elvis Costello. I've never actually heard his music, but I do recognize his face.
What do you get when you fall in love? I'll never fall in love again.
You're quite good on your feet.
I'm even better off my feet.
Ooh. Looks like he has finally met his match.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi there.
Oh, it is awkward.
It got weird, didn't it?
Yeah.
A little bit.
You know, I will never love another man.
Yes, that's true.
Well, that is technically true.
I'm late.
Oh man, what a revelation! I like Scott's getting some character development.
How about one of your world famous massages? That's better.
Crikey.
I wonder what that means.
Listen, Felicity.
He's gotta come clean.
I'm sorry. I can't do this.
I lost my mojo.
We need you to plant this homing device on him by any means necessary.
Look at yourself. But at least it can't get any worse.
And it's about to get worse.
Well, surprise, surprise, huh? Look at that now.
Remember.
Ooh! Frisky, are we?
He doesn't even know.
You see, I've turned the moon into what I like to call a Death Star.
Death Star from Star Wars.
You gonna cry? Huh? You're gonna squirt some? You gonna cry? Huh? Yeah, see, you're gonna cry, huh? You're a big man now, huh? Yeah.
I've lost my mojo.
So that's why you...
Yes, yes.
It's not like you could have said it last night.
Go, go, go!
Where is he?
He crapped out the homing device.
Oh my God!
Right next to the coffee.
I don't believe in science. When it comes to the spy game, to me,
Oh man, he actually went for it.
It's a bit nutty. Mini-me, stop pumping the laser. Okay.
That's a line I never thought I'd hear. Mini-me, stop humping the laser.
Unless, of course, you pay me.
$100 billion.
That's like saying, I want a bajillion dollars.
Fire the laser!
Dude, that's straight up from Independence Day.
Well, actually, that was just footage from the movie Independence Day, but the real laser would be a lot like that.
That was a good demonstration. Dude, that's straight up from one of the James Bond movies. I think Honey Rider, was it? One of the Bond girls? What if God was one of us?
If God was one of us.
Wow, this bag is really full.
Just keep digging, darling.
These Austin Powers movies, they do visual gags so well, these innuendos. Oh man.
Anything that catches my fancy. Give it a good tug.
It went off.
Yes.
This film has way more dance numbers compared to the previous one.
From the moment I heard Frau say I had a clone, I knew that I'd be safe because I'd never be alone. I hoped Scott would look up to me.
It's almost like a musical.
Mini-me, you complete me.
The actor playing Mini-me is just so good.
Just the two of us. Building castles in the sky. Just the two of us.
This is my associate, fat bastard, Felicity. I think you two may have already met.
And I just realized this scene has 3 Mike Myers.
Felicity would never sleep with you.
Except she did.
Right?
It's the 60s. Forget about monogamy.
I have your mojo, and I'm taking it with me to the moon.
Well, you're gonna put them in a cell with one inept guard and they'll escape. God, you do this every time.
Well, that's how it works. Scott.
What are you drawing?
Good question.
It's just a goodbye card, that's all.
That's a hangman. Hey. I love the rivalry between Mini-Me and Scott. If they're literally surrounded by magma, the heat would be unbearable. And it's better not to ask logical questions in an Austin Powers film. Okay. Oh man.
But it looks like a giant dick.
Yeah.
Take a look out of starboard.
That looks just like an enormous...
Wang! Pay attention.
I love the editing.
What's that?
Willie Nelson!
Well, it looks like a giant...
Johnson!
So many cameos.
Why don't you just shank fat bastard again?
And now is the time.
You're the reason that I became a spy. I thought that I wanted to be you. I want to be with you. What do you think of these, my man?
Oh, me! Well, that works too. Dr. Evil's moon base. And I just realized that it's 1969. That's pretty cool because man went to the moon in the same year.
Apollo 11 has cleared the tower and is heading for...
Every time, however, it is important to...
Oh man, I think that was the first time we actually heard his voice.
Let's find Dr. Evil.
Oh, they're in already. I love how I have to keep reminding myself that Austin Powers and Dr. Evil, they're the same person.
Oh! Oh! Get out of my soup!
London Times. London's burning.
Poor little bugger.
He's been...
I salute you. Save the world or save your girlfriend.
Oh no.
Austin!
And she's in a different outfit. She's dead?
Austin,
He's doing Darth Vader.
I am your father.
But what?
No, not really. I can't back that up.
Right.
Remember, There's a time port.
All right, there is a time machine. 10 minutes ago.
Well, it looks like you have a choice, Mr. Powers. Save the world or save your girlfriend.
There's now 2 of them.
Damn it, you are handsome. I was just thinking the same.
There are 4 versions of Mike Myers in this film. 2 Austin Powers, Dr. Evil, and Fat Bastard. Oh! I mean, his mojo's gone, but they still have a time machine, right?
Mojo, I'm useless without it.
But you don't need it. You've had it all along.
Oh, right.
And believe me, you're gonna get the girl.
Of course, it was inside him all along, not physically. Although. 1999, they're back.
Special delivery.
Ooh! Fat Bastard's here. Just like other Bond films, the henchman comes to kill Bond after the main villain dies.
Look at me, I'm a big fat slob. I've got bigger titties than you do.
You don't.
All right, mini-me.
That looks like a huge
penis, the male reproductive organ.
Woody Harrelson?
Woody
Can I have
Harrelson.
your autograph?
Sure. I'm gonna get you, Austin Powers.
Oh man, that was so fun. Can't wait for the 3rd one.
Well, Scott, we have a surprise for you.
What, my dad?
It's your mother. Coming out.
Poor Scott, man. These public reveals.
I thought I was a test tube baby.
Lies. I love you too, son.
Aww. At least he gets one happy moment.
Oh, that's good.
Felicity. How could you?
I thought that...
It's him from 10 minutes ago.
Me spuds are boiling.
Alright guys, I don't think there's any extra scene. The credits are rolling down the middle now. That was so much fun, guys.
Hello out there! Is the movie over? I'm still down here and I'm still in quite a lot of pain. Here goes nothing. Ah!
Okay, I took a little time to collect my thoughts. First off, I don't have too much to say about this film. I'm just glad that we got more of the same, more of what made the first film so enjoyable. I love the continuity, the excellent humor, the returning gags, Mini-Me, and Dr. Evil's son, Scott's story. He got to actually meet his mom at the end. As a serious film critic, I do have criticisms in logic and time travel aspects of the movie, but I'm not going to dwell on it, as the movie itself told me not to think about it too hard and to just enjoy the show. In that spirit, let's start with the directing by Jay Roach and the script by Michael McCullers and Mike Myers. I love that they kept the same tone as the previous movie and that they didn't change their winning formula. A lot of other films would have tried different things, but I'm actually thankful that we got more of the same. This time around, Austin's love interest gets an update with Heather Graham, and I liked how they made Austin single again in the first scene by revealing Liz Hurley's Vanessa was a fembot all along. By the way, if she was a fembot all along, why didn't Dr. Evil use her in the first film? Anyways, this gave the character a fresh start back in the 60s where he belongs. Dr. Evil returns, and this time he has Mini-Me, played fantastically by Verne Troyer. Please correct me if my pronunciation is wrong. That character was everything I hoped for, everything I dreamed about, starting from his muteness and his physical performance to that E sound he makes throughout the movie. That was so funny. His rivalry with Dr. Evil's actual son, Scott, was also a highlight of the film for me. How they almost competed for Dr. Evil's affections in very different ways, and how Dr. Evil kind of favored Mini-Me. I was also surprised by the number of cameos in the movie. Will Ferrell, Elvis Costello, Jerry Springer, the king of trash, Rebecca Romaine, Woody Harrelson, Tim Robbins, Willie Nelson, and probably others I didn't recognize. That was great. The style of humor was very consistent with the previous entry. The visual and auditory puns, they were all there. So were the reoccurring gags. Great transitions. Big shout out to those transitions. And of course, more lasers. And also $100 billion in the 60s. Let's talk a little about Mike Myers' amazing performance as not only two versions of Austin Powers, but also as Dr. Evil and his henchman, Fat Bastard. I don't usually swear when I'm reviewing films, but that's the name. What are you gonna do? That dude was that dude is a real chameleon, especially how he especially when he's on screen with himself. It's hard to tell, right? How he separates his characters with different accents or with completely different body language to make each of the characters their own. I also like the time travel element. It worked well with the script, and it gave the perfect opportunity to bring back Austin Powers back to his era, the 1960s. They also played with the whole moon landing thing, and I like the fact that Dr. Evil somehow made a moon base, especially since man hadn't visited the moon before that point in history. Like the movie said, we shouldn't bother with the details or logic or anything. Jay Roach did a competent job with the directing, and I hope the third one is also similar to the first two. I actually like the writing more than the directing here, and also the editing, especially with those transitions and the visual gags. Moving on to the music, which was even better than the first film. I recognized way more songs this time around, like Believer, My Generation, American Woman, among others. I also liked that they mixed it up with both 60s and 90s music. I have to note that this film had way more choreographed musical numbers, which I didn't think would work, but somehow they did. So great stuff there too. As for criticisms, there are plenty, from the some of the over-repeated gags to the lack of logic about time travel. But that's okay. When a film makes you laugh this much, all is forgiven. Overall, Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me, was a fantastic second entry of the trilogy. With the same tone and humor as the first one, this winning formula continues to deliver. Jay Roach and Mike Myers' second collaboration was a ton of fun to watch. This film was very self-aware and self-referential as usual, and the number of celebrities they got to play small roles, that was really surprising. Mike Myers was great in his quadruple role, along with hilarious performances from Seth Green and Dr. Evil's son. Seth Green as Dr. Evil's son, and of course Verne Troyer as Mini. Putting aside logic, I highly recommend this parody film. Anyways, thank you for watching. I have a Patreon page. Consider being a patron. Subscribe to the channel. Click that bell icon for instant notifications. Do check out my other videos. Like if you like this video. Feel free to dislike it if you didn't. I will see you in the next one. Bye.